full strength West Ham start the game 7 points ahead of Liverpool, and victory today absolutely vital. But Liverpool come here with 2 league defeats behind them. That normally means problems for their next opponents. They bring back Phil Neal in place of Steve Nicol. Sammy Lee, one of the successes for England in Budapest. And the referee today is Les Chapter of Turkey. So it's West Ham who get us underway, attacking from right to left, and the conditions could hardly be more difficult. There's a howling wind and driving rain. It's behind Liverpool's backs in this first half. Liverpool in their change strip of all yellow. A particularly difficult day for goalkeepers, I'm sure. And for the crowd. Hansen. Header on by Johnston. Rush unable to control, and Stewart concedes the corner. So Liverpool settling down rather better in the early stages to these very, very tricky conditions. Stewart, and that was a moment of real danger. Stewart attempting to head the ball clear. It slid off the top of his head against the crossbar. So West Ham relieved to get away with that. Now Neal, and Parks did well. Neal going for the bottom corner, the ball across the slippery turf, a good save. Tremendous length on that kick. And Kennedy in trouble for a moment, and Goddard almost made him pay for it. Well, the wind has really carried that an enormous distance. Bond's in trouble, there's Robinson, and Liverpool take the lead. Michael Robinson. Robinson clearly injured too, and he had to be brave. That enormous kick by Grobbelaar, fooling Bonds completely, and the header found the net. So, disappointment for West Ham, but for Michael Robinson, his first ever league goal for Liverpool. Liverpool take the lead, West Ham United 0, Liverpool 1. And Bonds, playing his 700th game for West Ham today, will be disappointed with his part in that goal. And so too will Phil Parks. He could do nothing. Good layoff. And a better ball still by Dalglish to Johnston. Robinson continues his run in the middle. Souness. And Robinson, that's his second. And Liverpool take a 2-0 lead. Well, once again, Liverpool's stylish play down the left-hand side, important in the goal. It was a fine cross by Johnston. Bonds, a poor clearance really. Souness had the first effort, and Robinson finished off. So the West Ham spectators disappointed to see their side lose 2 goals in the first 25 minutes, and not many teams come back from that kind of deficit against Liverpool. Will be a free kick, I think. No, the referee waving play on. Another enormous kick aided by the wind for Grobbelaar. This time West Ham get it clear, and that was a foul surely by Johnston on Pike. And Graham Souness, the Liverpool captain, trying to intervene, but Johnston will be booked. Johnston not happy, clearly. West Ham really struggling to put together any really threatening moves in this first half. Liverpool's domination has been almost complete. And that's a fine ball too from Robinson for Rush. It could be even more complete now. And Parks does well. Robinson trying to come in on the rebound, but it never happened. Robinson's header set up Ian Rush then, who showed great pace, tried to pull the ball clear of Parks, who fingertipped it to safety. Devonshire. Oh, well, Liverpool get behind the ball. Lee and Neil in Devonshire's way here. Forced to go across the field. Here's Witten. Good effort! And Grobbelaar did well. Steve Witten always keen to try a shot from any range, and as Devonshire weaved his way across the Liverpool goal area, he set up the opportunity and Witten struck it cleanly. Bonds clear. Devonshire beaten though. Here's Lee for Liverpool. On the right is Phil Neal. Liverpool's running off the ball, exemplary really. One of the main reasons why they do so well. Always a man in support. This time it's Dalglish. The shot was deflected. Bonds again trying to lift his side. It's been a disappointing first half for him and for West Ham in general. And it ends with Liverpool, thanks to this man Michael Robinson, with a 2-goal lead, and one they richly deserve. So Liverpool start the second half before a capacity crowd of over 32,000 here at Upton Park. Wondering, no doubt, Connie Moran and Roy Evans there on the Liverpool bench, wondering just how much the conditions will affect them in the second half. As Bonds brings down Rush, certainly West Ham found terrific problems against this gusting wind. And Phil Neal has waved to the Liverpool bench, clearly anxious. Could be that this injury is worse than it first appeared. The Liverpool fans amongst the crowd see Rush go off, in fact, and David Hodgson, the substitute, will come on in his place. Hodgson, who lost his place initially to Michael Robinson when he joined Liverpool in the summer. The game restarts with a Liverpool free kick. This is Lee. Souness. Given away. Devonshire for West Ham. Lee battling to win it back. And battling a little too hard. West Ham's free kick. And Souness not happy. Stewart. Good layoff to Pike. And here's Brooking, but he's offside surely. It won't count. And Brooking knew it. Pike threading the ball through to him neatly, but Brooking was always offside. Kennedy for Liverpool. And Witten had no intention other than to stop Alan Kennedy's progress. Kennedy tried to show exactly what happened then, but Mr. Shapter didn't need that advice because he saw perfectly himself, and Steve Witten's name goes into his book. A blatant shoulder charge, and an unfair one at that. Hansen. This is Walford for West Ham. The West Ham fans trying to lift their side, but they need a goal to do that, really. And they haven't, frankly, looked like scoring one up to this point in the game. Here's Stewart, though. It's been a masterful display by Liverpool so far. And Johnston and Bonds clashing off the ball. And Johnston, of course, was booked in the first half, is in trouble here. Bonds trying to plead with Mr. Shapter that he should stay on, but I think that Johnston will have that long walk to the dressing room. All the players trying to say their piece on Johnston's behalf, but Mr. Shapter looks insistent. Alan Devonshire joining the pleas, but Johnston must go off. And I must say that's a harsh decision. The conditions, as much as anything, causing that tackle on Billy Bonds. And Mr. Shapter, as Ronnie Moran puts an arm around Johnston, and the crowd wondered too why the referee was quite so harsh, I'm sure. Goddard. Still West Ham building most of their attacks down that left-hand side. Lawrenson's tackle. Walford. Goddard through, Brooking, and Grobbelaar made a good save then. He hobbles away, he had to be brave, and he was at the feet of Trevor Brooking. So a corner the outcome. Bonds, and Liverpool get it clear. But really, Grobbelaar showing great courage then to go down at the feet in these conditions of Trevor Brooking. Souness for Liverpool. Robinson has worked tirelessly for Liverpool's cause, particularly since Johnston was sent off and they were reduced to 10 men. He really has had an excellent game. Here's Lee. Souness. Dalglish wanting it. And Robinson, and that's the hat-trick. And the man of the match, deservedly, gets number 3 for Liverpool. A good build-up, Lee and Dalglish involved, but Robinson's finishing was immaculate. So, West Ham 0, Liverpool 3, and Liverpool really have dealt a lesson to West Ham today. West Ham, who started as league leaders, but really know now the measure of what it needs to be league champions. Park's beaten 3 times. Hodgson. Stewart takes over, but Hodgson got a foot in. And Liverpool have contested every tackle so keenly. And again then. And Witten running into Dalglish. Kennedy. Oh, it sneaked through to Dalglish, and Robinson nearly got a 4th and still could. And Parks did well in the end. Well, Dalglish lifting the ball across the goal. Robinson came in, and it was a good reaction save. This is Devonshire for West Ham. Time running out for them. And surely any thoughts of even a point have gone now. Souness. And still the rain and the slippery conditions affecting play, and how well Liverpool have coped with them. Brooking. Forced wide, but here's Devonshire in support. Good run. Oh, and it's in! Devonshire gets the consolation goal. And the conditions perhaps had something to do with that, as Devonshire hit the shot. The ball off the slippy turf deceived Grobbelaar. So it's West Ham 1, Liverpool 3. But all that will do is provide a slight dent in Liverpool's defensive record. 2 sad figures of Ian Rush and Craig Johnston, but an even sadder one there. John Lyle. Robinson, he's won most of the balls in the air. He really has had an outstanding game. the latest pretenders to Liverpool's championship crown are taught a lesson by the reigning champions. Michael Robinson, a superb hat-trick, and a man who he's had his doubters in recent weeks in the Liverpool area, but they can surely have no doubts about his performance today. Referee Les Chapter, a controversial figure, but Robinson gets to keep the match ball for a hat-trick that he'll long remember, and a superb Liverpool performance.